Still loading. Yes, we are live. All right. Good evening, everybody. You're welcome to the Desirable Voices. So we have here Mrs. Ronke. Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. How are you? How are you? I'm good, thank you, and I hope you're good too.
I am doing great, ma'am. Thank you
Good.
so much. So if you're wondering what are we doing here, this is the Desirable Voices. Is a show where women encourage each other with real life stories. Yes, we have real conversation. We encourage each other to be better. We share our story to lift somebody up. That's what it's all about. And what is our vision? The vision is to create a community where women are celebrated, equipped, and supported to thrive in every sphere of life. We don't just want women to be limited. We want also to speak up. Our voice will go a long way. We can be better. That's why we have this show. For you to hear what people have passed through in life, for you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. Everything you're going through, somebody has gone through that stage too. So that's not the end. It's just a beginning, just part of the journey. So today I have with me Miss Ibironke. So let me tell you something about her. This is somebody that I respected so much. And I wonder how she got her energy. Because I feel like, oh, this woman is she has been there, but she's always showing up. She's always online. I wonder, oh, even I myself, sometimes I'm not online. How do you do it? So she's an educator, a parenting advocate, literacy coach with over 2 decades of experience. She has a BEd in English language and MSc in public administration from the University of Lagos. She is the co-founder of Nurture Zone. It's an after-school center founded, and she's the founder of the Parent Lounge, a visual parenting community which I belong to. And she leads and learn. She leads Learn with Mrs. S. Is an online literacy and support for children, which offer classes for reading, grammar comprehension, and writing. So through this platform, she has positively impacted over 250 families. She's married, obviously, with three kids, three lovely kids. Yes, she's married for more than 30 years. I'm shocked. How old am I? I'm blessed with three children. She's blessed. So she resides in Lagos. So for you to know, you can see what I've just read now. We are here to learn big today. We are ready to learn. The experience is there. So I want to ask you before I go into the topic for today. How do you do it? You are online. Your post is consistent. I will just see you like this one has posted again. Ow! This
Okay.
is you are
Let,
not
let
even
me
consistent.
no let me start by saying that there are different phases in life. We all go through different phases. Possibly if I had the opportunity to do this 15 years ago, I probably would have been struggling with consistency if I wanted
Mm,
to build an online brand because that was the phase of life I was in at that time. But
yes,
now,
yes,
because I am a semi empty nester, I have
okay,
time to do new things, learn
yes.
new skills, and make use of those skills. So I tell people, work with the phase you're in at the
Mm,
moment. Let that
mm,
determine what consistency means to you.
Thank you so much, ma. So I should not
Yeah.
beat myself that I'm not always
So you're
online.
not doing badly. You're doing absolutely well. You're doing well.
Thank you so much, ma. So our topic for today, for those of you joining us, our topic for today is breaking barriers. building
mm,
confidence and overcoming
mm,
self-doubt. Yes, most of
mm.
us we've gone through that phase where we doubt ourselves. We even tell ourselves that, can I do this? Is it
Yes.
possible?
Mm,
Can it be done? Yes, we are
mm.
here today to tell you that it is possible. You can be
Yeah.
anything you want to be. You just have to do what? To believe in yourself. So, Mr. Bironke, can you share a bit about your journey? What inspired you
Mm.
to be a parenting coach
Okay.
and start Learn with Mrs. S?
Okay. Let me circle back with the parenting bit. I always tell people that it was a privilege for me to have the opportunity to quit paid employment for 7 years and be a stay at home mom.
Hmm.
That was a privilege. It is not something that everyone would have the opportunity to do at the time they wanted to do it. Now,
Yes.
this gave me direct access to how raising children with presence and attention felt. I had the time to study each of my three children as individuals. I had time to raise them as individuals, discipline them in different ways because they are not the same. If
Yes.
I didn't have the opportunity of those 7 years, I probably would not have been doing what I'm doing with parenting today. That
Hmm.
was when I started reading, I started learning, and I started looking for mentors in the parenting space. I started studying people who I admired the way they were raising their children, what their children was looking like. I started paying attention and I started making my notes because I knew that I was being guided by the voice in my head that if we want to see the kind of difference that we want in society, it's going to start from the smallest unit of society, the family.
Hmm.
It's not the schools, it's not our places of worship, it is from the home.
Hmm.
A child's values, a child's disciplines, a child's beliefs, everything starts from the home. So if we want to send out into society responsible, confident, resilient, empathetic adults, we are going to have to do the work from home.
Hmm.
So that's what led into me exploring parenting before I started working with children.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you so much, Ma.
Thank
That was deep. It was deep. Yes.
thank you.
Sometimes we parents we feel guilty. As a mother, I feel guilty. Like, oh, I'm
Mm,
training other people's children. Look at my children. I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Like,
for the
and it's
children.
not possible
Mm.
to quit the job. We need it.
No, no,
We
no,
need it. But
no.
sometimes
That
you just feel like, oh, am
yes,
I doing the right thing?
that's why I said it was a privilege because at that
Yeah.
time the economy of Nigeria was different. So I
Yes,
was
yes, it is.
privileged to be able to take that decision at that time with the support of my husband. But with the kind of economy that we run now, even three
Mm,
incomes are not enough to run the home.
yes,
Three incomes are not enough, which
they
is
are
the
not.
reason for starting the Parents Lounge. Every parent is busy, and we live in a highly distracted world. When we have
Yes.
finished our busy, we now come online to add to the busy. We live in a highly, technology has made our world highly distracting. So as a
Yes.
result, parents need something that redirects them to what is important. In all our being busy, we must not drop the ball. And the ball is that child. We must not drop
Yes.
the ball.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. So, moving on to our next question, because I don't want us to spend a lot of time. So,
Yes.
many people see the success, but not the
Mm,
beginning. We only
mm,
see the surface, like, oh, this woman is doing great. And
Mm,
in the shine that everybody is seeing the blueprint. Nobody saw the process. There is a
yes.
process to it. You just didn't
Mm,
know. You did not wake up one day and just say, "Okay, I'm going to start this parent loud." You did not even
yeah.
wake up one day and say, "Okay, I'm going to stay home with my kids, my children."
Yes. Yes.
There is something that led to something.
Mm,
So, what were your earliest struggles, and how did you overcome them?
mm. Okay. I'll take you back to, let's talk about how Learn with Mrs. S came about. I was one of those people who did not find their passion early. I didn't become a teacher on time. I rebelled against becoming a teacher. I didn't even want to hear it. My late father used to look at me then and he used to tell me, Ibironke, you should be teaching. And then I go, me? Teach? Do you know how much they pay teachers, daddy? Ah, no, I'm in the corporate world. There's no way. So I spent over 20 years in the corporate sector in human resources and administration. And when I eventually quit paid employment some 12 years ago, I I knew that something was calling. There was a pull
Hmm,
back to where I should have been all these years.
hmm,
I wanted to work with parents, I wanted to work with children, but I didn't want to work in a school. So it was a dilemma for me. How do I marry the two? Then I remembered what my father used to say then. He played such an important role in this journey. What he used to tell me then when I was in paid employment and my children were still young, at that time before I quit paid employment, he used to say that you parents of nowadays, you send your children to all these fancy schools, expensive schools, elitist ideas, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then when they close at 2 p.m., they come home to stark illiterate nannies who
hmm.
will undo everything that the school
That we
has done.
learned. Hmm.
That you need to start thinking about how you people will help yourselves.
Hmm.
So that at the back of my mind was what led to the idea of starting an after school center.
Hmm.
Now I started in partnership with my friend. That's why I said, as a co founder, in partnership with my friend, we started an after school center right in my sitting room, using my sitting room and my guest room in my house. I believed in the idea, but I knew that I had to start with what I had. So
Yeah.
we started, spent a little over 2 years growing the business in my house before we moved to a different location for us to expand. And we ran this together for almost 10 years, but I quit the partnership in July of this year to face what was important to me, the parenting sector and the online teaching
It
space.
is.
In the course of my work with parents in the after school center, the relationships I had with them, I found out that parents needed a supportive community. So the idea of the parents lounge was playing in my head, but I couldn't find an expression for it until I started building a brand on LinkedIn. I went onto LinkedIn thinking, this is a space for business and career professionals. Who wants to listen to me talk about parenting? But then I told myself, they are the ones who really need to hear about parenting. They are the ones who are too busy to stop,
Yes.
pause, and pay attention. So I started that journey. And because of the responses and the feedback I was getting, I knew that the idea of creating that community for parents had to find an expression. And that's what gave birth to the Parents Lounge in February of this year.
Hmm.
After quitting my partnership was when, well, the idea for the online literacy support classes had been ongoing from sometime last year through the reading club. I found out in working with children that our children had stopped reading entirely. They had stopped reading. I grew up on books. I raised my children reading. And I know that a lot of people in my generation grew up as readers. But suddenly our children just found out reading was such a chore. It's a bore. They don't want to do it. Then in February of 2024, I started an online reading club for young children, which has grown today into the online literacy support classes.
Thank you so much, ma. I'm just busy enjoying every conversation right now because
Thank you.
you I just feel like you saw a problem, that
Mm,
this is a problem and this thing needs to be fixed. That what you saw it's actually a
yes.
big problem. It is a big problem, a very big one at that. And I feel what you're doing will be more than this. Yes, in the next 2 years, it will be more than this because
Thank you.
we are actually busy. I remember
Mm,
at a point I was working in a place last year. I left last year. One day I have to pick my children from school. My husband could not get them early because he was in a meeting.
mm,
Before he could call me, the time has was gone, and it
I
was
can
raining
imagine.
heavily that day. It was raining heavily. I had to just be there in the rain.
Yeah,
I got to the children's school very late, and in the rain, I was tearing up like, what am I doing with my life? Like,
I know.
why are we here? How? I just told God that I need something better. Yes, God
No.
took me to another place that the closing time is not
But
as
at
the previous
least,
place of work.
yes.
It was better.
Mm,
I have time for. I can come home and I'm seeing my children that they are not sleeping. They are still up. I'm having
mm,
conversation. How was school today? Unlike the
mm,
previous place of work that they are almost
mm.
asleep. When I'm going in the morning, I'm bathing them. They are
Yes.
half. They are
They're
not
still
awake.
sleeping.
They are still
Yes.
sleeping.
Yes.
Yes, I understand. I feel that pain. Yes, I feel
Mm.
that pain. I feel that, and as so there are some teachers also that still do after school. I'm not. I
Yes.
don't do it. I don't do
Yes.
it because I feel like, why am I doing this? Is it not for these children? If
Yes.
I'm going to be at home by 9 p.m., so what am I doing as a person? I want
What
to
am I
gain the money.
doing?
At the end of the day,
Mm,
I'm going to lose those children. I have the
exactly.
money. Where are my children? I
There
don't
has
know
to
them.
be a balance. Yes, there
Mhm.
has to be balance. There has to be. When I was in paid employment, and I would leave home early to beat Lagos traffic, come back late. I knew that my weekends were the most precious days I could have. So I stopped
Yes.
doing socials. That's why I said, for every phase that you're in life, deal with that phase the way that works for you, not the
Yes.
way society think it should be.
Hmm.
At that
Mhm.
time, in the places where I worked, if there's someone is getting married, there's a birthday, there is this over the weekend, I pay for whatever they ask us to pay for, but I never turn up because
Hmm.
I cannot leave home and leave my children early, come back late Monday to Friday, and then you ask me again to get up on Saturday morning when I should be with my children. I'm sorry, whoever is getting married will get married with or without my presence. So why should I sacrifice? Why should I sacrifice that much? I will do whatever my obligations are. But that was the phase that I was in at that time, and I was going to make it work for me.
Hmm. Hmm. Whoever that is getting married can get married. It's true.
But then they will get married without me anyway, whether I'm there or not, the marriage will happen.
Of course. Thank you so much, Ba. I'm really enjoying this conversation because it is natural. It's what we're going through every single day. Every single
Yes.
day. I remember my daughter telling me one day that, must you go to work? Can you not stay at home today?
Mm.
Stay at home today. Let's talk. Let's
Yeah.
play
My
together.
oldest son's earliest memories of me working. He tells me now, we laugh about it. He said at that time, if anyone had asked him when his mom leaves home for work. He'll have said in the night. Because all he knows is that when I go into his room to say bye-bye to him, it's still dark outside,
Yeah.
probably about
Mm.
5:30 or 5:45. So in his young mind, his mom goes to work in the night.
Oh my goodness.
My mom goes to
Just
work at
imagine.
night. That was what he could imagine then, you know. So it's the greatest sacrifice of a parent now in this digital age is not even money, it is time. That's the greatest
Yes.
sacrifice of a parent.
Yes.
It parenting puts a lot of demand on your time now.
Yes. 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 Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma.
Thank
Moving
you.
forward, so as women, we often face cultural, societal, or even personal barriers. So, what barrier did you personally have to break, and how did you navigate it? I know the answer
Yes.
is almost what we are saying. How did you navigate it?
Yes, how did I always say that the barriers for women, from my point of view, has been that being able to balance home for a mother, being able to balance home and your personal aspirations. We all have goals, we all want to be successful, we have our ambitions, we have our dreams for ourselves, so it's a delicate balance not to get one to suffer for the other. And I always tell people, let your resources work for you. When I say resources, not necessarily money.
Yeah.
Who are the people that you can lean on
Hmm.
for help? Who are the trusted people that can stand in gap for you in some situations? I used to tell people then that my children had to go to school when they were in primary school, had to go to school around somewhere where either their aunt on their father's side or their aunt on my side or someone
Hmm.
was residing. Because
Hmm.
this is Lagos. I live in Lagos. Something happens, I can't get to pick them, I can't get to their school. I can always call on
Not
someone.
someone. Yes.
Please help me do this. Please
Hmm.
help me. And then you put structures in place that will work for you. The barriers will always be there. They're not going to go away. You are the one who has to walk around those barriers.
Hmm. Hmm.
Faces, like I said, there's some things we're going to, decrease the tempo at certain phases in our lives. There are some things that you can increase the tempo at certain phases in your life. I was
Yeah.
discussing with a fellow educator in our Lifts community by Coach Rahina in the Lifts community. I was discussing when she was asking me the same question. How do you stay this consistent with building your brand online? And I said, it's the phase of life that I'm in. You can't do it. You have to go to work. You have young children to look after. You have to come home to take care of the home. It's a different phase for you. So
Hmm.
do what you can. We're not super women. You're only going to
Hmm.
do what you can, but try to keep your eyes on the important
Hmm.
things. You
Hmm.
cannot totally sacrifice your career and your aspirations, and yet you cannot sacrifice growing your home too.
Hmm. 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 Thank you so much, ma. There is phases in every. There
It's
is
a phase.
stages. There is phases of life.
Yeah.
So take it one time, one at a time. Or how do I
One at
say
a
it?
time. When we're done
One
with
at a
this phase,
time.
we'll move on to the next phase, one at a time, one at a time. Yes, one at a
Thank
time.
you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am. So self-doubt. Self-doubt is something
Mhm.
everyone faces. Is
Yeah.
what everyone faces. So I've been in a situation where I just feel like, can you do it?
Mm,
Before I started the desirable voices, there were
mm, yeah.
so many things. In fact, I opened a WhatsApp group for the disabled women network. I still haven't made it open to the public yet because I feel like
Mm,
it's a big deal.
Mm.
That's a vision God gave to me. I didn't get it on my own. It was a
Yeah.
vision given to me by God. He gave me
Yes.
the name. I
Mm.
didn't come up with the name. He gave me the
Yeah.
name. So it's a big deal. That's something big for me to do.
For
Then I found
you.
myself, I see other teachers in the lift community doing this program, doing this webinar. Then I see myself like, you're not doing anything. They are calling you. They are calling you for webinar. I'm always available. You need me, I will be there. Just call me, I will be there. Then yeah, I am. I'm not doing anything. I'm not there. I have Miss Coach. I never will ask me, when do you want to start?
I
Then I feel like
understand.
I don't. I'm not starting now.
Mm.
It's not. I just feel like, okay, it's not yet time.
It's
Or
not.
I will just tell myself that I'm busy,
Mm.
work. I'll keep giving myself excuses. There are sometimes that
Mm.
you just doubt yourself that, do you think you can do
Yeah.
this? Can you
Yes.
face the camera? Will you be able to
Yes.
do this? Is it possible? So
Yeah.
self doubt is normal. Is even part of the process.
It is normal. It's part of the process. And I have come to flip self-doubt on its head for myself. When there is something to be done and I start doubting myself, I'll rather think of it this way. It means that thing is big. It means it's bigger than
Mm,
me. If it
yes,
wasn't bigger than me, it's easy, it's comfortable, it's a walk in the park.
yes,
But because
yes.
it's bigger than me, is why I step back to think, can I do this? You know, I struggled with myself about starting to learn new technology to teach online.
Mm,
You know, maybe something that would take someone else about 2 hours to get a grip on. I'll probably spend 2 days, but I was willing
mm.
to keep going
To keep
because
learning.
there is no the way to fight self-doubt is to confront it.
Mm,
And how do I confront it? I look for the skills that I need to prove to
mm,
myself that as big as this goal is, as big as this vision is, I now have the skills to deal with it.
mm,
So you
mm,
look for the skills, but that self-doubt will go away. No, as long because once you start that community, there's something else that's going to happen that's going to
yes,
be bigger.
yes,
And you're still going
yes.
to doubt yourself. So what do you do? Every time
Mm,
it comes, what is that gap? What am I afraid of? There must be
mm.
a gap between where I am and where I want to go that is making me
Yes.
afraid. So that gap I'm going to bridge by getting the needed skills I need to move from point A to where that
Okay.
dream is taking me. And it is okay to be quiet. I tell
Mm,
people it is perfectly okay to be quiet because great ideas are birthed from places of silence. So it's
mhm.
okay to be quiet and be building gradually until we start seeing the results above the ground, just like a seed that's been planted in the ground. You don't see what's happening underground until it shoots up.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. So it's normal for you, those of you joining us, those of you watching Orena, it's normal for you to doubt.
It
Like my
is.
coach usually say, she said, dream big. In fact, dream bigger, bigger dream. You should be afraid of your dream. You
Yes.
should be afraid of it. Like, will it be possible? Can I do this? Yes, I've
Yes.
once doubted myself, like I said earlier. Like, is
Mm.
it possible? Even when others are telling you, oh, but you are good, you're telling yourself, can I do this?
Mm.
It's not easy.
It's
But
not.
just one is just a step. Just take that
Yes.
baby step. Move, move. If you're not moving, you're not going to get it done.
No.
You're not going to get it
And
done. Keep
there's
moving.
never
People
going
that you
to
see
be
online.
there's not going to be a perfect time to do it. There's never going to be a perfect time. That perfect time that you're waiting for is also waiting for you to start.
To
Because
start.
you can only grow when you start. You can't grow if you don't start. Whether
That's
you're
it.
starting right, whether the steps are faulty, whether they are baby steps or giant steps, you cannot grow if you do not start. When I was exiting the partnership for the after school center. I'm sure not one, not two people around me would have felt, after 10 years, are you sure you know
Right.
what you're doing? After 10 years, but I guess for some of them, they must have felt, okay, she's an adult. Maybe she knows, what she's doing. But in my head, I wasn't as calm as I was looking outside, because I kept asking myself, what if I'm making a wrong decision? What if I'm making a wrong decision? But then I tell myself, I'm one person, I would rather have tried and missed it than never have tried at all.
That's all,
I could
yes.
win or I could learn, but there's no failure with me. I win or I learn. It's as simple as that.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you so much, ma. So that you win or you learn.
Yes,
When
there's
you
there's no
fall,
failure.
you rise again.
You rise again and you keep moving.
Don't stop moving.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. So, moving forward, what are some strategies or practical practices you can recommend to women who struggle with confidence?
Mm. Okay. Now, the first thing I tell people is, I've known that self affirmations work. Self affirmations work. Getting coaches and mentors work. Because sometimes what you don't see in yourself that you have, a coach or a mentor will spot it.
Hmm.
So you
Hmm.
need people to help you. We were not created to grow in isolation. And you need to surround yourself with positive minded people, people who can encourage you. Take
Hmm.
that step. Don't worry. Even if something happens, we will try again. Take that step. So your community, the community you surround yourself with, is important.
Hmm.
You can't do these things in isolation when you're riddled with lack of confidence or self-doubt. It will come. But there are some people, I have friends who I say they are the ones who hold my head up when I'm getting tired. People who can say, okay, you want to rest, but tomorrow again, try. Okay, you want to
Hmm.
change the road to this thing, change it, but keep trying. You need a
Hmm.
strong support system, a positive one. You need
Hmm.
a positive one. And you need prayers. I don't know, depending on whatever faith you belong to, you cannot remove that factor
Yes.
from growth. You cannot remove it from success. There must be a higher power that you believe in, that you go to ask for help, to ask for helpers, to ask for favor,
Hmm.
because we
Hmm.
can't do it alone. So, and
Yes.
then when you look at yourself, your coach can identify, your mentors will help you identify, this is the skill you need. This is the gap you need to close that will give you more confidence. These are the people you need to meet. Okay, you need to be exposed to these communities. You need to go to these associations, make connections in these places to help you. Okay, start public speaking classes. Okay, start graphics classes, start edtech classes. Those are the people who will push you in the right direction, so that if there's any skill that is deficient for you, you acquire those skills. Knowledge increases our confidence.
That's it. That's it. You are right. Knowledge increases our confidence. Yes. I remember I was in a place last year and I
Mm,
just felt like I do not belong here.
mm,
There are people are doing things out there. I think I can do better. Then
yeah.
they employed a lady. She was a phonics teacher. And I look at the guy, I said, what are you doing here? You do not belong to this place.
Mm,
The lady did not understand what I was telling her. She
telling
had no
her.
idea. But I keep pushing her that you can do better. You can do this. You can do. I
Yeah.
will just go on. Then I wasn't on lifts regularly. I
Yeah.
haven't joined lift then. I was just on LinkedIn like a regular person. I will just tell the girl that look at there's a lady. I don't know even know her teacher Blessing. She's a Ghanaian. She's from
Yes.
Ghana. She's teacher Blessing. I will just tell her, look at this person. You can speak
Mm,
like her. You can do this. Go watch a video. Follow her. Do this. The lady did not understand.
Mm.
She didn't understand. She didn't know the value, our value, or what, how will I put it?
Yeah.
She didn't know the value of what she has. I could see it,
Mm.
but she cannot. She wasn't seeing what I was saying.
What you were seeing, yes.
Yes. Then I left there because I just felt like, then I walked with a lady. I told her that, what are you still doing here? You need to be
Mm.
better. You can be better. You spent like 8 years here. I didn't see you move up. If I'm going to
Yes.
be in a place for 80 years, you're going to
Then
see the
you
eight
see
years
the
in
growth.
me.
Yes. You should see the growth. Yes.
You will see it in me that, oh, she has been here. You see my achievement. This is what I've achieved.
Yes.
But in a place where you're not even confident about yourself, what you're doing, you're
Mm.
still doubting yourself.
Mm.
And the environment is not even helping you to grow beyond that place. You just have to be there. Then when you move out, then one day I went on LinkedIn and I saw teachers. Then I was like, some of these people, they don't even have experience that I have.
That
And
you
look at what they
have.
are doing. Look at what they are doing. They can do more. I told some of
Yes.
them, I said, there are so many things that we can do. You guys
Mm.
are just wasting your time. We can do better. Then
Yes.
I haven't meant Coach Raina then, but I just felt like there's something in me that felt like, this is not me. I can be big. I
You
can be
can be
better.
better than others. Yes.
I can be
Yes.
better. Something was just in me telling me I can be better.
Mm.
Before I met Coach Raina and I told her, can you mentor him? I don't even know who she was. I just said, can you be my mentor? She was like, what do you mean by mentor? I said, I need someone, in this career, you just need somebody that will guide you through life, this and that. I never knew Coach Raina knew somebody that I've worked
Mm.
with. I never
With.
knew. The person actually introduced us later. The person did not know that I've slide into her DM. She introduced us later that I
Mm.
want this person to join this. That's when she got to know that, oh, I know this person, you know this person. Okay, you understand. So in this life, I just feel like we just need to see beyond where we are right now.
Yes.
We
Yes.
are,
You
I,
need.
I
You
used to
need.
tell people, this is not where we
You
are
need
going to
to.
be.
Yes, you need to see beyond where you are. You need people who believe. That's why we said you need people who believe in you. People who are so positive that they infect you with their own positivity. They infect you with their own confidence because they've seen that you have it. You're probably just too scared or a bit reluctant to step out of where you are or to step out to do those bigger things that you're capable of doing. Once the space starts feeling
Absolutely.
small, then you know that there is something more you should probably be adding to yourself. There is something more you should probably be doing. I
Yeah.
tell people that for me, a culture of continuous improvement is it.
Hmm.
I cannot know only the things I knew last year. Every
Hmm.
year, I seek to know more than I knew last year. I seek to know more than I knew last year. So that helps me. Like I said, information is a confidence builder for me. The more information I get, the more
Hmm.
skills I get, the more people I know, the more confident I become.
Hmm. Hmm. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Hmm. You need a mentor. Those of you that you're hearing us right now, you need a mentor. Coach Raina
Yes.
said you need a mentor, you need a coach. Yes. You need
Yes.
a mentor, you need somebody to guide you. So what you're trying to do, somebody has done something that is similar, even if it is not the same thing. But
Yes.
some people have passed through that same path. So you need somebody to guide you through the process. You can't do it alone. That's the truth. You
Mm-mm.
cannot do it alone. You need people. You need people to support you, people to clap for you, people to tell you, no, you didn't do it right, but you can be better. You can take
Yes.
this step. I remember I did a training in my school. When I was done, I have a friend. I asked her that how was it? She said it was nice, but in this area, you need to do this, you need to do that. And she gave me
Mm.
assignment that do this, let's do this.
That's
Send it to me.
fantastic
Let me see
feedback.
if it's perfect.
That's good feedback. That's
Those are
good
the people you're
feedback.
supposed to attach yourself to. Yes.
Yeah.
Attach yourself to people that will give you feedback that you need to
Mm.
improve yourself. Not those ones that will just come to criticize you and make your spirit to be low, and they're
Yes.
not even encouraging you to be better. Because there
Yes.
are some people they're just there to kill the spirits.
Yes.
They're
You
just
need
there to
people
tell you
who
what are you
believe in
doing.
you. Yes, you need people who believe in you, people who are positive and
Yeah.
can push you out of one's comfort zone is nice. You know, it's all cozy and warm. Nothing disturbs you in
Yes.
there. Nothing stretches you. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, because you are not stretched, you are not growing. You know, because you're not stretched, you're not growing. And when people ask me, oh, where do you get your energy and all, it's because for anything I do, no matter how small it is, I do it with a passion. No
Mm-hmm.
matter what it is that I'm doing, I do it with a passion. Someone
Mm.
put on her status about 3 weeks ago that she's looking for someone to help her proofread her ebook, about 40 pages. And I just made a joke to her. I responded, I said, oh, are you going to pay? She now responded, no, that she doesn't have money. She's just looking for someone to do it for free. So I just told her, okay, next weekend is free for me. Send the book. Let me help you do it. She couldn't believe it. I did the proofreading, finished it, sent it to her. And she said, but why? So she couldn't be, she still asked me, but why did you volunteer to do it? You know, and I just thought, well, I just want to encourage someone along the way. I just want to encourage someone. What if you allow that ebook to stay unread simply because you haven't been able to proofread it? If that's the only way I can help you go on your merry way, move forward with this, then let me just play my part. I don't know this person, I've never seen her, you know. So it's like iron sharpening iron. When I looked for Coach Rahina, I just saw her. I read one or two comments that she makes on people's posts then last year, and I just approached her. I think it was in her DM, you know, that I'd like to know more about this thing that you do in this community and all. Learning never goes to waste. As much
Yes.
information as can improve you, makes you more confident. The more knowledge you get, the more confident you become in your abilities.
Hmm. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I'm still going to go back,
Happy.
watch this video, watch this
Right.
video and share it with people, because we need people to understand that it's normal to doubt yourself. It's normal to,
Yes.
you can still do better. You can stress yourself. You can grow. Just have people around you that will help you. So moving on to our next question. So
Yes.
from your work with parents,
Mm.
what role does confidence play in raising children? Because raising children is a big deal.
Mm.
There are times I will look at my daughter, my 5 year old, I will just say, God, help me to raise this girl right. You know
You'll
what?
be you'll be asking yourself if you're doing the right thing. Sometimes you ask, do I
Seriously,
even really know what I'm doing with a whole human being that I'm supposed to be responsible for? Parenting
seriously.
requires it's a lot of sacrifice. I tell my children, I call them my project one, project two, project three, because indeed they are projects, and you are the project manager, you know,
Yes.
managing resources, ensuring that you get the desired goals, ensuring that it turns out well. It is a lot of work. But what I say, some of the things I do, I like that you mentioned confidence in parenting. I have children who are young adults. If I want to raise confident children, if I want children who will be resilient, who will be confident and willing to try new things, they must see it in us at home. My children are
Hmm.
some of my greatest cheerleaders. They're some of my greatest cheerleaders. They urge me on because they always tell me, "Oh, you've done something similar to, you can do this. You did that. You can do this, mommy." And because of that, they seem to think that, you know, this is how life should be lived. I should be able to keep at it, keep trying. In raising children, you need a lot of knowledge, a lot of
Mhm.
patience, a lot of time, and a lot of wisdom, especially
Mhm.
in the times that we're in now. It is okay to say this wasn't the way our parents raised us, but we turned out right. I always still tell
Mhm.
people the jury is out on that. I don't know if you turned out right or not. I don't know. I can't say if I turned out right or not. I probably may have been better if I had received X and X number of things, or if I had received this type of guidance. I don't know. Every generation just comes in to do the best that they can. But the more
Mhm.
knowledge and information we have about raising confident children, we should not ignore that knowledge and information. We
Mhm.
cannot use one of my parenting coaches would say, you cannot use analog skills to raise digital age children. It will not
Yes.
work. There would always be a clash, there would always be conflicts.
Mhm.
Things are different. I'll give you an example. In Yoruba land, ewedu and that broom that we use in cooking it.
Yes.
Now, how many of us do our children know that broom or what it's for?
Hmm.
We've grown on to modify the way we do it because it is more convenient.
Was.
So I doubt there's any one of us now who'd insist that I'm going to go and buy that broom in the market so that I can teach my child to use it and say I want to
I
stay
have
stuck.
it.
You can't stay stuck. You can stay stuck there. You have to. The world is moving at the speed of light. We need to understand what's going on in order to be able to help our children. And confidence plays a big part. When we were being raised, nobody talked to us about confidence. You were not even supposed to speak. You were just supposed to be seen. In some cases, don't even be seen if you don't want trouble.
Mhm.
Because when my own mom comes back from work, I'm trying to dodge her so that she doesn't add to my chores. So you don't even want
Yes.
to be seen. Talk less of being heard. Can we still raise children like that now? Considering that to succeed in today's world, you need a lot of confidence.
Hmm.
So those things that you will do that will diminish or erode your child's confidence are things we need to stop.
Hmm. Hmm.
We didn't know that the world will change this fast, that we'll be
Hmm.
appearing and talking to groups of people from different countries online and doing all of those things. And meanwhile, in the next 10, 15 years, it would even be more rapid than this. So
Yes.
what kind of children, how are we preparing our children for that world of 20, 25 years from now?
Hmm.
If in just 10 years, the world has changed this much. So confidence plays a huge part. If you want to raise a confident child, you have to model confidence as a parent. If you want to raise a kind child, you have to model kindness.
Hmm.
If you want to
Hmm.
raise a resilient child, your child must see you fall and get up, fall and get up
Mhm.
and keep going.
Mhm. Mhm. Hmm. Mhm. Hmm. Thank you, ma.
Thank
See
you.
me doing. Hmm. Would you- Yes, we are what they see. We are what they see. You're absolutely correct. This parent, I remember while growing up, there was a time something happened in school, and I told my mom. I think I said it when I was having a conversation with Miss Raina. I told my mom that this thing happened in school. This child did this to me. Then my mom came to fight. She came to school and said, "Who is that child?" Ah. The next time, I was bullied, and the person said, "Okay, anytime we were given assignment, because I do attend after school while growing up. Anytime we were given any activity, because I've been taught, the topic has been taught in the after school, so I'm always ahead of the class.
Of
So
the
whoever
class.
is sitting close to me, all my friends sitting close to me, we are going to score the perfect mark because
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. So the girl is all those girls from the village. She was way older than us. Well, they have to bring her to school. And I went to a public school in Lagos State. And the girl told me one day, are you the only one? If you answer any question again in this class, I will
Oh my
beat you.
goodness.
I will beat you. I didn't go home to say it.
Yes.
I didn't tell anybody because I know that, oh, if I say it again, when my mom come to school and do this,
And
that
do
thing
this
haunted
again.
me. It haunted me for years.
Mm.
For years.
Mm.
In class when the teacher is teaching and I will know the answer. I won't talk.
Yeah. You won't talk.
I was
Yes.
I was afraid to speak up. I
Mm.
was I was afraid to answer. Even when I know the answer, when the teacher points at me to talk, I'm going to stammer. I will not be able to talk. The word was not going to come out.
Come out. Yes.
It happens when I was in the university. The same thing happened. Everybody. Oh, don't worry. I will do it. We'll present
Mm.
it. I'll give everybody their lines. I will be the one to prepare the. It's time for presentation. Then I'm
Yes.
afraid to talk until when I left the university and I got a job at Supreme. I don't know if you know Supreme Education Foundation School at Magodo. Sir,
Yes. I'm going to.
I got a
Yes.
job there. I got a job there. Then the HR, I thought she hated me though, but she loved me. And any training they were going to, she was sending me to those trainings. They were sending me to
Mm.
those trainings. All trainings, all paid trainings. My name will appear on the list for of the people going there. Then I came across this public speaking class. I was going to go for this session. That was it. The woman was asking us, what's that thing that's not making you to speak up? Then
Yeah.
right there,
Mm.
that's when I opened up to her. I said everything. That was the
Mm.
end of that thing.
You had
That day
confronted.
was the end.
Yes. Yes. You confronted the fair. Yes.
Even before I could speak up, I was afraid to even see it at that point.
Mm.
Just look at what I went through for
For
years
years. Yes. For years.
because somebody said shut up. So when somebody is
Yes.
telling a child to shut up these days, don't tell that child to shut up
Yes,
because you don't know.
those are the things we're learning now. Those are the things we're doing better because now we have more knowledge, we have superior information, so we should do better with our children. It's different out there now, and it's even going to be more different years down the line. And you do not want a child who has, like someone said today, a child who has academic success but does not have life success.
Success. Hmm.
Because after some time, the grades will fade away. I doubt if any one of us is operating based on the grades we had in school now. We have picked up emotional intelligence, we picked up skills, we picked up
Yes.
experiences, and those are the things we're utilizing now. We picked up new skills.
Hmm.
So we're paying more attention. But you know, in our environment, once a child is doing well in school, we just assume everything is well with the child. As long as the child is doing well academically, everything is
Literally.
okay with the child. It may
Hmm.
not be okay.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you so
Okay.
much, ma. Yes, it's not only about the academics, the emotions. Are your children stable?
Yes.
I have this experience of this new
Mm.
section. I have two children in my class. Then you just see the one of the girl, the other guy is just all those children that were attacked. In this northern part, children don't go to school earlier.
Yes.
They prefer them going to Islamic school and the rest. So by the time they will come to school, they are used to their mommy and they are crying all day. I want mommy, I want mommy, I want mommy. But this
Mm.
other girl, she's just going to sit down and you see tears rolling down her eyes.
Mm.
What's going on? What happened to you? She's not going to say anything. She's going to cry
Mm.
all day long.
Wow.
The food she brings to school, I realized that the food is from eatery every day. The same pattern of food. The girl is bored, she's tired, and we have a school where you cannot talk to the parent directly.
Directly.
You understand? You can't talk to them directly. Something is wrong. I have to tell my boss, you need to find out what is wrong.
What is
For a
wrong
child
with
not to
the
even say, yeah, the child is just sitting there quietly, and you see that she's wailing for tears to be coming out
inside
in that multitude.
of her
Something
eyes?
is
Yeah.
wrong. Something is wrong with this child. We need to talk to the parents. So we're working on that right now. But just imagine a
Mm.
child of 3 years old going through that.
Yes.
She
And not
can't
being able
express
to
her
express,
feelings.
exactly, and not being able
She
to
can't.
express herself, not
She
being able
can't.
to
And
express how she
if you
feels.
call the parents that this is going on, they are going to deny the fact that something is going on at home. Maybe something
Yeah.
is going on. They are going to deny it. But just imagine what that child is going through. And nobody is no people, if not for teachers that we're saying that this thing is wrong. It might happen at home and the parents just feel like you just like crying for nothing.
Exactly, that it's nothing. It's
Mhm.
nothing. Those are the
They're
things
just
we're paying
crying.
attention to. They're the things we pay. Every reaction, every behavior of a child now, where one has come to realize that it's a means of communication. Every
Mhm.
behavior is communicating something to the parent or to the caregiver.
Yes. Unlike when we were growing up, they are going to give you dirty stuff. Leave her mouth to talk.
As long as you've eaten, you have clothes on your back, and you have a roof over your head, and you're going to
What's your
school.
problem?
To our parents, everything is fine. Nobody's talking about emotions. Nobody's talking about
Nobody.
anything at that time. Yes,
They don't
nobody.
even they don't even know. If, even
Nobody.
even even the parents, they just said that the way they were trained is the way they
Yeah,
trained us. It's just that
exactly.
we can't
That's
we
why I
can't train
said
these children to
you.
same manner.
We're doing more now because we are exposed to more information than they were exposed
Yes.
to in their time. That's how we can start thinking of doing more or doing it differently.
Thank you so much, ma. So
Thank
we're
you.
going to wrap up the show with this
Mm.
last question. So,
Okay.
what's your final word of encouragement? What final word of encouragement would you like to leave for women breaking
Mm.
barriers and reclaiming their voices?
Okay, like I said, strong communities have played an important part for me. Strong, supportive, and positive communities. And then when there is self doubt, or when you think that you cannot do it, look at those things that tell you that you can't do it. Look at those things that you feel you cannot do. Are they things that you are not knowledgeable about or skilled in? Try getting those skills and see if it gives you more confidence to move forward and start breaking barriers. There is no skill, as far as I'm concerned, that cannot be learned as long as you're willing. There is no skill that you need that you cannot learn as long as you're willing. And we had said before, if you need people to hold your hands or to show you the way, coaches and mentors make breaking the barriers easier for you, especially when they have walked that path before. They can give you blueprints that you need to work on yourself to break those barriers. The sky is the limit for anyone who's determined to do something. If you're determined with consistency, structure, discipline, and the right systems, we will be breaking barriers. It's easy to get motivated. Motivation, where oh, I want to do this, and then I get started. But stay in the long haul, because once you can't stay the long haul, you start doubting yourself. Oh, maybe the reason why I'm not moving forward is because I can't do this. I'm not supposed to do this. No, instead of doing that, find out how you can do it. what do I need to add to myself to get to
Hmm.
this position? And like you said, benchmark yourself against who you were last year. Who was I 2 years ago? Am I moving forward, or am I just staying in one place and being comfortable?
Hmm.
So a lot of self reflection helps you, a lot of upskilling helps you, information helps you, visibility helps you. Those are the kind of things that help in building your confidence so that you can continue to soar and continue to break those barriers.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank
Really
you
appreciate,
for having
and
me.
I've learned a lot, and I know that people have learned a lot too. I can see Coach Raina here. Thank you, Coach Raina, for joining. Miss Dami
Hello, Coach
also.
Raina.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate this. So, this is the end of the Desirable Voices for this month. See you in October. Last Friday in October.
In October.
Bye bye.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having me. Bye bye. Thank you. It's been nice
Thank
being
you
here.
so much. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Coach
Bye.
Raina, I can see you. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.